Didn't want to just do a complete, like, fuel and burn it all the way to Texas. So because Elon is greedy, probably one of the original Wander Squad members.
Yes.
Don't adjust your screens. The shores are in a campground. Our guy on the ground, if you will, and he confirmed everything's still good to go. Luckily, since we're, an hour and a half or 2 hours away. And so it begins.
It does.
What are we doing today?
Oh gosh, we're starting a 4-day road trip to the big state of Texas.
Yeah, so as you saw probably in our last video, we have accepted another gate guarding job, and it starts in about 6 days. So we are going to take 4 days and make our way to Texas, but we got some fun stops in between.
We really did.
Yeah, we didn't want to just do a complete, fuel and burn it all the way to Texas. So we're going to stop and visit a few friends and some new friends and old friends. And we're pretty excited. But yeah, we're saying goodbye to the whole crew here, or at least who's left. We've got Paul and Vicky, Renee and Don, Peter, Annie, Amanda, Jesse.
That's Eleanor.
Eleanor and Bill, Rick and Teresa.
Oh, and Mark and Mary's behind us.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mark and Mary. We can't forget about Mark and Mary.
Yeah, we can't forget about them. They're over here. There they are. So they're actually going to be part of the circle now once we pull out. So we're just going to pull off the ramps. We're going to get in the car. The cats are ready. We got to stop and dump over at RV Relief here in Quartzsite, and then we're going to jump on the road, and we're going to share a little bit about what's going on with us as far as some upgrades to our internet as well, because Elon is greedy. Hopefully this doesn't get flagged by them, but we'll see. Take you along. Okay. Here at RV Relief, based on our rig size, you can see the chart here. You can probably pause it if you're interested to see how much they charge, but we're 29 feet, so it's only $10 to dump. So that's not too bad at all. And we don't need to flush. As you saw in our last video, our black tank flush doesn't really work correctly and it leaks, so we're not going to be doing that. So we pulled over at the rest area to use the restroom and thought we'd give you a quick update before we're back on the road. So as you saw, we dumped at RV Relief, and Michelle is back there doing some work and answering some comments from our YouTube channel. That's not normally her her role, but
I'm doing it today.
Yeah, since we're on the travel day and she's got access to her computer, she's going ahead and taking care of that. So thanks to everybody who comments. We really appreciate that. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. So quick update on what's going on. So today, as we mentioned, we're starting our migration east to Texas. And shout out to Lori, who is over at the Boyce Thompson Arboretum. She reached out to us last year. She's been following us for quite some time. She's probably one of the original Wander Squad members.
Yes, thanks, Lori.
And she invited us to stop by, and she'd give us a, kind of a private tour of the Arboretum, and did to kind of swing by and spend a day or two with them. And then, but before we get there, we are stopping at Home Depot. Why, you may ask? Because about a week ago, I got an email from good old Starlink saying that the subscription that I have was no longer going to be available. I was grandfathered in. As you know, if you've been around, early in 2022, we got our first Starlink. We were one of the first ones to market with videos, and those videos did great. And they've always kind of left us on what was available at the time, which was called residential and roaming. Allowed me to just move my physical address each time, as long as the cell wasn't full, and 99.9% of the time it's not. But I would also have roaming if I needed it. Now, the advantage to that was it allowed me to have priority over the folks that were roaming in the area because I had residential service. It's been a grandfathered subscription probably for a year and a half now, but they finally have decided they're no longer going to allow that. They're going to kick us off and put us on roaming. And they're also going to raise our fee $20 a month. So instead of paying $145, we're going to pay $165 like most of the roamers. So I decided it was time to upgrade our equipment and get the version 3 of the Starlink. That gives us much better speeds. It has a Wi-Fi 6 versus Wi-Fi 5 router. And one of the things that we were able to do was our friends Rick and Teresa, who you've seen in many videos over the years, their son and daughter-in-law are looking for a Starlink because they're going to be hitting the road to do some travel this summer. So we're selling it to them, and we are actually going to stop over in Mesa at the Home Depot there. We're going to pick up our new Starlink. We're going to give them our Starlink so that we can transfer service over to them. And hopefully in the next 3 or 4 days, Starlink's customer service will transfer the new kit over to the old kit. So that's one of the stops we're making next. And then we're going to see Lori over at Boyce Thompson for a couple days, and then we'll update you on where we're going on Thursday. It's another exciting adventure day, and it's allowing us to cut our drives a little bit shorter now because we're getting a chance to see some people we haven't seen, in some cases ever, and in some cases in a long time. And but then our last 2 days are going to be a little bit longer, but we'll share that with you as you're joining us for this adventure. So we made it to Boyce Thompson. Look at that, folks. How gorgeous is that? So Lori is actually out to lunch until about 2 o'clock. We got here about 12:30, so we just told her we'd pull over and wait here in the RV parking area. It was super convenient. We were able to stop at Home Depot and get our new Starlink version 3. There it is. So now I just got to work with the tech support people to get it switched over to our account, and then I can transfer our old one over to Samantha and Chris, who we met up with at the Home Depot as well. But yeah, beautiful drive in. We were climbing in elevation. I think it's probably maybe about 52 degrees here right now, so it's a bit chillier. I don't know what elevation we're at actually. We were at 2,700. We've been spending a lot of time at like 300 feet of elevation in Quartzsite and Yuma. So we're excited to meet Lori in person. She's been a fan for a while, and we're looking forward to exploring this beautiful Arboretum. And we're going to take you along with us on our adventures while we're here. And we're only here for a day and a half, basically. Today is Tuesday, and we're leaving on early Thursday morning. Cabin is built into the side of the rock. Hopefully, yeah, it looks like it's coming out a little bit brighter in here than it is in real life. But yeah, how cool is this? I'll go over here and show you the fireplace. And then another room right there. Built-in shelves up there on the rock face. And this is the Clevenger house. What a great time we had at Boyce Thompson Arboretum, and getting a chance to meet Lori and Brian.
What? And we have brand new friends now. It's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. And if you saw our Facebook post, you know that Lori made us dinner one night when we came over from the campground, and fantastic. Best lasagna ever.
Yes.
I told Michelle, I said, is your mom going to be mad that we're saying this is the best lasagna ever? She goes, no, she just buys the Stouffer's, so she doesn't hand make it. So, but my mom used to hand make lasagna when we were kids too, so, but it was still fantastic lasagna, top notch. Lori, thank you to you and Brian so much for taking us around and showing us the amazing Arboretum. Unfortunately, our second day when we went into the park, it was pretty much rainy, so we didn't get a chance to kind of explore a whole lot. But on that first day, we got a private tour really with the experts who've been there for 3 years now or so.
Yes, yeah, and they said this is a hidden gem, and that it doesn't get the attention it deserves. So if you're in the area, definitely plan on making a stop there.
So today's drive day, we are headed down to Benson, Arizona. We are excited to meet up with another fellow YouTuber that we've been following for a long time and has been following us, and we've been communicating through social media. So we're heading your way, Jim and Michelle, and we'll tell you more about them when we get down there, folks. Don't adjust your screens. The shores are in a campground, and not only a campground, Kartchner Caverns State Park. So sorry, I'm ducking over here out of the wind a little bit. I don't have the microphone on, so I'm hoping the sound's okay. But yeah, we got down here near the Benson, Arizona area. We're meeting up with our friends Jim and Michelle, who we have not yet met in person, but have been following and talking with for a long time. They are over at the YouTube channel, the Airstreamers. Actually, there they just pulled in. Hey guys. All right. So yeah, we're gonna visit with them for a little bit, and then we're going out to dinner. We're meeting up with our friends Stacy and Gary, who you've probably seen on some videos before, and we're gonna take you along. Welcome to day 3 travel.
Day 3, we're ready.
So today we're going to be in 3 states: Arizona, New Mexico, and ultimately Texas. So our plan today, we've got about 270 miles to travel. We have just left Kartchner State Caverns. Thanks to Jim and Michelle for hooking us up with a great spot and a wonderful dinner last night. Some of the best Mexican food we've ever had. It was great to see our friends Stacy and Gary as well. This little restaurant is small. I mean, literally, it's called Mi Casa, and it's somebody's house, I think, with about 20 seats.
Yeah, and we did everybody a favor, and we tasted the desserts, and they are top notch.
Yeah, we took one for the team, if you will. So, but yeah, we're ultimately going to end up outside of El Paso. We're hoping to get a spot at this casino and race park that has some, I think it has 8 hookups spots for like $15 a night. So it's first come, first serve. So we're gonna call a little bit before we get there just to see if they've got any spots open. We're hoping if we arrive around noon or 12:30 in the afternoon, that we'll have a spot, because most people won't pull in till the evening. So fingers crossed we can find a spot there. If not, we'll have to get on Campendium and figure out what other options we have, if they won't let us just stay in the main part of the parking lot, which they may. So beautiful day today. It is cold. It's currently 28 degrees, and we're driving right into the sun. Drive day number 3 is complete. What did you think, Michelle?
It wasn't bad. We ran into some traffic right before we got here to the casino.
Yeah, so we are right outside El Paso, Texas, and shout out to Sunland Park and Casino and Racetrack. They have 8 campsites with electric and water, $15 for the night. We got the second to last one. If there's a cone in it, it means somebody's already reserved it, and well, they didn't reserve it. They've been here, paid their spot, and are out for the day, but they're coming back. So that's what the cones mean. But we're just gonna stay hitched up. We're going inside now to the security office to register and to take a look inside, see what they got going on in there. But yeah, it was about a 5.5 hour drive. We had a couple stops, get gas, etc. But for the most part, it was really smooth. And we got one more drive day. That's gonna be tomorrow. We're gonna head out of here early in the morning. That's partly why we stayed hitched up. And we'll get over to our new home for the next 2 months in Stanton, Texas. What's it called, Michelle?
I think it's, I just looked it up too.
Redneck Riviera RV Park.
Yes.
The campground's got like 20 spots in it. It's fairly small, but we get full hookups, and the company pays for it. So we're gonna go inside now, get registered, and we'll get back here with you in a little bit. We got some updates to give you. Welcome back to Destination Texas. Travel day number 4, and our final travel day.
Yes, and we're feeling it.
Yeah. It's it's a lot of miles. Today, our travel is about 350 miles. We've been on the road for several hours already, but it was dark out when we hit the road leaving the casino this morning, and so I, just figured I'd wait until we had some sunshine to film. So yeah, we've got about 2 hours left. It's going to be about a 6-hour drive day total, and we're going to get to Stanton, Texas. We've stopped a couple times and got gas. Took a little pee break. Marley's been a pain in the butt as expected. Wanting to climb over here.
Yeah, he's been restless.
So, but yeah, so we talked to Tyler, our guy on the ground, if you will, and he confirmed everything's still good to go. Luckily, since we're, an hour and a half or 2 hours away. And he just had to get our shirt sizes, and we're gonna have an orientation either this afternoon or tomorrow, which will be Sunday. We also changed time zones, so that's going to be a little bit of an adjustment that we need to make as well, along with the obviously working 10P to 6A. But I think we can do it. We've got a plan on our sleeping schedule. But yeah, so far the trip has been going smooth, knock on wood, and we're taking you along. We can't wait to share with you our experiences here this year with gate guarding. We're hoping this is a good fit for us and our 8-hour shift and being able to work together as well. But we're going to be arriving at our new campsite here shortly, and we'll show you that once we get all settled in.